Hello, hello, hello. It's Tuesday. So this is Tuesday Tarot on YouTube. I've been doing this for about 5 years on Facebook, actually, and started to do it on Facebook and YouTube last year. So I have been on YouTube doing this, but yeah, we're going to move the whole show over here. It just kept getting flagged as violating community standards. So that's okay. It's all good. So I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium, master instructor with integrated energy therapy, spiritual life coach. And coming to you on this Tuesday evening, I will draw one free card for as many people as I can fit in the hour. Feel free to drop a comment so that I know that you're here and you want a reading. You can drop an emoji, you can drop a hey. What I will say is if I deliver a message and something about that message really resonates with you, just know that that message is for you also. Spirit all the time piggybacks messages in group settings. So whether you're going to a gallery medium reading, whether you're going to party, whatever group that Spirit's coming through, they're always going to bring the most beneficial message for the most people through. So that being said, that is kind of how tonight's going to go. And I will read for as many people as I can. It's only an hour. And if you want more information on me and what I'm doing, all that's in the description box. Definitely head over to my website, the services tab, the homepage at the bottom, the blog, the events tab, all kinds of good stuff there. So thank you for being here. I'm also on TikTok at Melissa L. Watkins Guidance, I think. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. I don't know if it's Melissa Watkins Guidance or Melissa L. Watkins Guidance. And then also Guidance 311 on Instagram, and my Facebook business page is Melissa Watkins Guidance 311. So, all right, here we are. So in June, I'm actually doing a 6 weeks course on evidential medium. It used to be an evidential medium 5-week course, but it's the 2.0 version. So it is the 5D awakening course, 6 weeks, certification included. If you want to do the certification, you don't have to. And that will be 6 weeks. And we're going to be doing that in June virtually. So anywhere you can log on to a Zoom meeting, Sundays at 2 p.m. for an hour and a half. We're going to do that for 6 weeks. In person, if you're in my area in Central New York, I will be bringing this to you at my office, and we will do that in September. So all of that is on my website in the event section. But hey, Tracy, yes, thank you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. So that is what's going on in that 5D course. The description, again, is on my website in the event section. Just you can click on either the in-person or the virtual. It's the same information. The only thing that differs is the dates, of course, and where we're meeting. But the course itself is the same. Getting into connection with your spirit guides, learning how to get into connection with the different clairs, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance. I think I got them all. Audience, cognizance, clairvoyance, clairsentience. So, yeah. So, and then who do you get in, who do you get in connection with, right? How does it work? So we're going to, and we're going to talk about energy. We're going to talk about fifth dimensional energy, and why and what the importance is of your fifth dimensional DNA. So a lot of good stuff going on. Hey, how are you, Maria? How are you? I hope you're doing well. So lots of good stuff. All right. So tonight I am actually going to be using the Power Tarot card by Bradley Valentine. I actually used that this morning. I did a daily guidance video, and I know I haven't done one in a while, but I did one of those today. So if you haven't taken a look at that or roamed around my YouTube channel, please feel free to. There's different playlists, and some of the playlists are timeless. The 5D the 5D playlist is those videos, you'll find them when you need them. If something is resonating with you, it's for you when it's resonating with you. And then the other one is the Healing in Classes playlist. So if you want to know more about integrated energy therapy, there's many videos, which is the energy healing modality that I mainly use in my energy healing sessions, my coaching sessions. So if you want more information about integrated energy therapy, definitely check that out. I go into detail in the healing angels and how that all works. So yeah, good stuff. So thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, definitely subscribing. Thank you so much. So, all right, Tracy, let's see what Spirit wants to say to you tonight. Queen of Raphael, kind, understanding, giving, psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. Yeah. Probably, Tracy, you have been noticing, I wouldn't be surprised if you've been noticing your intuition maybe being more, and also more easily to trust it because it's coming in clearer or it's coming in repetitively. Remember when Spirit comes through, when Spirit comes through, sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's very subtle, and it takes time to discern that subtlety from your own thoughts or not dismissing it because it's so subtle. And so that's what I would say, Tracy, is really practice being discerning, really practice trusting on what you're getting, and allow yourself to I almost want to say like play with it. Like the simple things like just imagining or expecting a parking space, right up front, wherever you're going. Things like that. But yeah, I feel like psychically you are developing, and the more you do it, the more they'll bring to you, the more you trust, the more they'll give. And healing your heart chakra helps you to open the trust. And so this card also says a love of, I feel like that is something that you're going to be coming into more and more as this year moves on. Home and family getting easier, better, closer, more connected. Forgiveness coming in. So I feel like starting with forgiveness of self will help to promote forgiveness coming from you and coming from others to you. That it will So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. All right. Oh, you're welcome. That. Ooh, okay, I got cards falling. All right. So we've got for Miss Maria. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm gonna knock those out. Hey, Sharon. I responded to the email. Thank you so much. I'll look forward to seeing you. Oh, good. Maria's doing okay. All right, let's see what we got. Page of Michael. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Yeah, I feel like, Maria, opening up where I feel like it's a some kind of document or contract that's helping you. I don't know if this is work related, getting a new job, or giving a job to someone, but it feels like it's bringing you some ease, some way in which things are easier or feel better. Yeah, because I feel like you are coming into a time of a new challenge for yourself, a new challenge for what it is that you want. Not a challenge that's like an obstacle or a challenge, but a challenge that's like growing you or taking you in a new direction. And um it just feels like it's bringing you happiness, actually. So I feel like it's very good. It's a good challenge. It's a challenge that um motivates you, sparks you, lights you up. Um, yeah, so I feel like there's a couple things coming in that are really going to change what your routine looks like, changes what your day looks like, or what you're focusing on. So it's a new beginning, but it's not a new beginning of like a total revamp. It's a new beginning of just something that is going to be added to your life, um, brings more to your life, I think is probably the best way to see it. All right. So thank you for being here. All right. All right. Just be open to possibility, my dear. Be open to possibility. Let it flow in. Let it show up. All right. Cynthia, how are you? I hope physical therapy went well. I hope you're healing well. Ace of Michael. Oh, you know what I'm not doing that I haven't been doing? I don't know why I haven't been doing this. I'm really out of practice, aren't I, guys? I'm really out of practice. Holy cow. Ace of Michael, Cynthia. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. I feel like this is a kind of a it's like the message from this morning for you, Archangel Gabriel coming through this morning with Archangel Metatron with a message about communication. And here you are with another message about communication. So I feel like there's something here where it's kind of like time for you to start speaking your truth or sharing your wisdom, whatever it is. I feel like it's time to get started. Ace of Michael, new beginning, beginning of a road. Um, yeah, and I feel like he's on that cliff, just letting you know it's safe. It's safe to go. It's safe to do. It's safe to be. Um, yeah, because I feel like this don't allow the bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Um, of course, there's going to be bumps when you're doing something new. Um, it can be very hard when you're doing something new. You don't know exactly how to do it. You don't know exactly how it's going to go. And I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in saying, "I've got you. I've got you." So yeah, I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. And yeah, PT is rough, but it's really helping. I'm glad. I'm glad. Um, I've actually been having some shoulder issues, and it's getting better. And the IET sessions that I had this past week really helped. And some other medication I've been taking, and we have to take care of ourselves. When we're holding on to emotions that we've been holding on to for a long time, or a story that we've been holding on to for a long time, especially when they're not positive or negative, and they've been holding us back, they've been holding us down. It's it that emotion that you're holding down, that you're stuffing down, um it starts to create a physical ailment, or causes a physical ailment. And it's one of the reasons that, I love what I do, because we can get in there and we can release the emotional piece and the mental piece and the energetic piece, and then, the physical piece can fall into place. So I'm glad you're on the mend, and hang in there. I know it's hard. All right, Miss Sharon. Oh, hello, Mary Beth. How are you? All right, let's see what we got for Miss Sharon. Oh, okay. Oh, I like this card for you, Sharon. The Justice card, Archangel Raguel. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. The other thing that I'm getting with this card for you is it feels like balance is being restored in your life in some way. And I feel like this balance that's being restored is um, kind of like all the parts of your lives. It's not just one part of your life. I feel like there's a lot of balance coming in. If it hasn't started yet, just know that I feel like that's where you're the road you're on. Things really balancing out. Um, People coming together. Um, Resolution. I'm feeling like things are getting resolved. Um, and if you had a yes or no question, I feel like this is a yes. So if your question had a yes or a no in it, I feel like that it's a yes. Um, because I feel like this is a karmic justice that's coming in for you, where there has been a lot of struggle, strife, difficulty, where things have always had a challenge in one area of your life. Um, I feel like that's really settling down in the next few months, where people are really figuring it out so that you can have the time to enjoy and feel more stable, like on more solid ground. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah, Sharon, she says, getting used to having lost my dad. You know, I lost my dad and my biological father before that. And so both of my father figures, and they played very different roles in my life, but I've lost them both. And what I will say is, I feel like I have a better connection with both of them now than I ever did in the physical. So in time, you will feel him around you quite a bit, giving you direction, giving you nudges, giving you advice, showing you the way. And it's not the same, but it's a relationship that you have in your heart with them, with him. Because I strongly feel him around you. And yeah, so I understand. You're welcome. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Mary Beth, hello. How are you? Hello. I'm glad you were able to log in. Cynthia, just let me know, honey. Just let me know. Anytime. Anytime. I would love to do that for you. All right, Mary Beth, let's see what we've got for you. Oh, okay. You got 2. Archangel Azrael, release the past. There's a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. Yeah, Mary Beth, I feel like pressure, putting a lot of pressure on yourself. And I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to. I feel like Spirit wants you to lean into peace and call in Archangel Azrael if you're really, really struggling with that. That it really is time to move forward. It really is time for you to love yourself and accept yourself and be kind to yourself and releasing the blame and the shame. And that it's time to stay present and it's time to move forward. Because you also got 3 of Gabriel, prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So yes, I feel like making the plans. It's time to make the plans. Making the plans before you take a step. But it's time to take the next step. I feel like there's been this holding yourself back, being afraid to make a mistake, being afraid to go in the wrong direction. And I feel like Spirit is saying, let go and let God, that even if it turns out to be the wrong thing, the wrong step, you'll learn something through it and you'll be able to course correct. And making a mistake is okay because that's how we learn. But if you let go and you let God, if you lean into your higher power, God, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in, you're protected. And if you do make a misstep or you do go in a direction that maybe isn't the exact right direction, you know that's not it. And then you know to go in the different direction. So I feel like there's something here about allow the evolving to happen and trying not to be perfect or trying not to make sure of anything because we can't. We're human. We don't have all the information. We don't have all the pieces. Sometimes it's the trusting that we have to do. We have to let go and we have to let God. And it's surrender. It's surrender. And that can be the hardest thing for us humans who feel like we have control. We have none. And the more that I do this work and the more that I surrender, the more I learn just how much I have no control. Um, you make the best laid plans. You go in the direction that you feel is the right direction. You do the thing that you think is the right thing. And then ultimately, there's an obstacle or a challenge. But if you're working with God, they give you the pieces to step over that obstacle or challenge. They give you the piece or the knowledge or the resource or the opportunity or whatever it is you need. If you're surrendering to source and you're working with the universe, and you're keeping your vibe high, we're going to have obstacles and challenges. We're human and we're here to learn and we're here to grow. But if we can keep our vibe high and we can trust, we're gonna overcome. We're gonna overcome. We're gonna prevail, and we're gonna be okay. Things will flow. But it's when we get tight and we get into I have to control it that things just fall apart. I can't even tell you how bad things had to fall apart for me over and over and over again before I learned that I can't control a darn thing. So I hope you take something from this, and I hope this helps. Sending you so much love and so many blessings. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're welcome, Mary Beth. You're welcome. Yeah, so in June, I'm going to be doing virtually my 5D Awakening 6-week certification course for developing your intuition, developing your psychic ability, developing your channeling, developing whatever you want to develop in connection, whatever you want to call it in connection with spirit, but connecting with spirit. It's foundational. Wherever you are on your journey works. If you're just someone that wants to be intuitive, someone who's been trying and working towards being intuitive, somebody who maybe has already been intuitive and maybe you've even been pulling your own cards or doing readings for family and friends, that's fine too. Even if you've been you feel like you're an advanced level, there's still going to be something there for you. This definitely meets you where you are. You take what you need. You use the practices that work for you. We're definitely going to be doing some meditations to help you in the process of raising your vibrational frequency so that you can get into connection with spirit. And it is going to be done on Sundays at 2 p.m. So hopefully for many and most of the time zones, that won't be too difficult. But I get asked the question all the time, who am I getting in connection with? How do I get into connection? How does it work? How do you do what you do? This is the course that answers that. This is the course that gives you the tools and the practices and the information to help you develop and continue to develop. So what I say and what I have found doing this for going on, I want to say at least 5, I take that back. It's closer to 7 years now teaching this course. So this is the Evidential Medium course 2.0. And So yeah, what I find, that wherever you are when you start this course, it takes you the next step. That's why it doesn't matter what step you're on that you start, because wherever you start, you're gonna end up moving yourself, the needle on, what it is you're trying to accomplish, honestly. So I'm really confident with this course. I've been doing it for a while now, and I love doing it, and I love seeing the growth that people make. Um, I've got quite a few evidential mediums out there working and sharing their gifts. And many people who've been part of the integrated energy therapy, whether they've just had sessions or been certified. Um, that also helps you to develop your intuition. And so it all works, guys. It all works. So I'm so excited to be back on Tuesday nights. We will be here, hopefully regularly going forward on YouTube, and it works just as well as it worked on Facebook. It's just going to take a minute, I think, for many people to get kind of back in the habit and find me on YouTube. I know a lot of people, we all have kind of our social media that we like, right? It's kind of like the way that you like to be communicated with, right? Some people like email, some people like DMing, some people like texting, some people, it's the same thing with social media. Some people really like just do Facebook. Some people really like to just do YouTube, and other people really like, TikTok and Instagram. And, now there's other ones out there, Lemon 8 and, yeah, X and, all kinds of, just all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Cynthia. She said, I love attending this course. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the course is back. It has been revamped. It's been revised. And we will be adding in. So whenever I do a course, whenever I've done the evidential medium course and now this course, every class starts with a meditation. And I record the class for you because it is a Zoom meeting, and then you'll be able to replay it so that you can use that meditation as often as you'd like. So there's a lot of takeaways with this. I know there's a discount if you buy into the course before, I think, May 10th. And also, and all of this is on the website in the event section. Just you can look at the description, and everything's in there, the coupon code for the discount, and also all the dates, and then what that date is going to correlate to as far as what the topics of that course are going to be. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so we're going to start Sunday, June 1st. Yep, and we're going to talk about the laws, the universal laws, so the law of attraction, the law of correspondence. We're going to talk about, I think there's like 8 universal laws that we're going to go over that govern how you connect with spirit, because everybody can connect. Everybody is biologically predisposed. We all have the pineal gland. We all have the sympathetic nervous system, which is the antenna system to the divine, to, getting into connection with your soul, which is residing in your heart chakra. So we're going to set the foundation the very first week. And then on the 8th, we're going to talk about how to connect to the divine, to your higher self, to your crossed over loved ones, to your ascended masters, your archangels, basically whoever you want to contact on the other side. It's basically, learning how to set it, just setting the intention, setting the intention for, getting in touch with, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, best friend, partner. You set the intention or, archangel, your guardian angel, the ascended masters. And what's beautiful about it is you can set the intention, but then also whoever is working with you, like they will show up. So, you can be surprised as to who shows up with you based on, and who's working with you is tied into your purpose. So that's something we can talk about too in the course. For a lot of people, they're wondering, what is my purpose? And so who you're working with is usually in alignment, well, I'm hearing is in alignment with your purpose. First meditations that I did with a evidential medium that I learned from, um, Jesus came through, and I just remember feeling, like, so insignificant, like, "Why are you" like, imposter syndrome all over the place, like, "Why are you coming and seeing me? Like, I'm nobody," right? But he is a master teacher, and, teaching has been my purpose. So whether I was teaching, middle school English or now teaching this, 5D awakening course, that is my purpose. So I do work with, Jesus quite a bit, and now Archangel Metatron. So, these are very personal things that you will gain in this course is, who you're working with, who's working with you, why are they working with you, and, what does that all entail? And then the third week is spirit senses. We're going to talk about what is clairaudience, what is claircognizance, what is clairvoyance, and what is clairsentience. And what does it mean for you? And what do you identify with? Or what don't you identify with? Or what do you want to identify with? Because then you're going to get practices that you can take. And, and this is why I do it 6 weeks and it's one a week, because it gives you the week to then utilize the information that you've received or utilize the meditations, so you can really start to lean into this connection, building this relationship, and learning who you're building the relationship with. And so you're going to meet your guides. We're gonna help you meet your guides, whoever they end up being. And so um, lots of ways in which all this works. I mean, I'm going to give you the science. I'm going to give you the biology. I'm going to give you the foundation. I'm going to give you the practices, and then what you do with it ultimately is how beneficial this course becomes for you. But you get me for 6 weeks to bring your questions to the table. So there's definitely lots of time and opportunity to ask your personal questions, because you may ask a question that three other people are thinking about, but they're maybe don't know how to ask the question, or they're too nervous to ask the question. So, not only are you learning from me, but we're learning from each other. And that's what I truly love about teaching this course, because of course I'm always learning too. And then week 4 is meditation and spirit guides. And then week 5 is what it means to raise your vibration, because um, you hear that phrase a lot, raising your vibration. And if you're not sure what that means, it doesn't help you. And so we're going to really talk about why it's important, what it gets you, what it keeps you from, how it protects you, and then week 6 is optional for the certification, where I'm just going to ask you to basically give me a rating, whatever that looks. Just making sure that you're feeling confident before we kind of move on. Um, but you'll definitely be invited to join my Guidance 311 group on Facebook, where you can keep interacting with me and asking your questions. And yeah, come back to my YouTube channel for all the videos. So I'm excited. So we're gonna start that. The virtual one will be in June, starting in June, and then we'll do the in-person one in September. What I will say is both of these are going to be limited seating, because you are getting me, and there's only one of me and many of you. The limited seating is going to be 6 in September for the in-person, and then there's going to be limited seating for the Zoom meeting at 12, just so that in the hour and a half, everybody gets to ask their question, everybody gets to get heard. So I'm really looking forward to this. I truly, truly am. And if you have any questions while we're sitting here chatting, and you want to ask any questions about the course, I would be absolutely happy to um, answer them. Totally happy to answer them. The other thing too is, if you're someone that is not really looking to maybe learn about developing your intuition, but you're really wanting the healing, you're really wanting to raise your vibration, you're really wanting to heal out of and let go of things that are keeping you back from manifesting, having the relationship you want, the love, the money that you want. Definitely check out the services tab on my website. And I revamped that now that I am a certified spiritual life coach. So I have added that to the energy healing for the Empower Me Now package. So if you're someone that's really struggling and you're really looking to just transform your life, because that package is a 6-month package with 9 sessions. So about every 3 weeks we meet. So it really does help you to jumpstart your healing process, or just take wherever you are on that journey to the next level. Absolutely. So that is there. That is a normal service that is not going to go away, but I am starting with only taking 5 new clients just so I can get in the rhythm and have the time and the space for um, that that service, because I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I actually already have a couple clients, and it's going so well. Like, when you know you're in the flow, when you're in the right place, you know you're in the right place. And so I know that this spiritual life coaching is the piece that's been missing from the debriefing and the intention setting portions of my integrated energy therapy uh, sessions, honestly. So I'm really looking forward to that. So we got a lot of good stuff going on, guys. We really do. I've been a busy girl on the backside. I know I've been a little not on, my videos have been shorter. I haven't been on as much. So I just don't want you to think I'm back here twiddling my thumbs. No, we're creating good stuff for all of you, because the intention is still who needs me finds me. And so it's all good stuff. So, all right. So everything is on the website. Definitely check that out. I'm going to cut this off here tonight just because it's our first one. And I know you're sick of hearing me talk. I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back next Tuesday night. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night. You can find me at melissalwatkins.com. Thanks, guys. Thank you.